जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद जय 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 द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय श्रीमद् भागवतम 7th canto, chapter 9, text 24. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. My dear Lord, now I have complete experience concerning the worldly opulence, mystic power, longevity, and other material pleasures enjoyed by all living entities from Lord Brahma down to the end. As powerful time, you destroy them all. Therefore, because of my experience, I do not wish to possess them. My dear Lord, I request you to place me in touch with your pure devotee and let me serve him as a sincere servant. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. By studying Srimad Bhagavatam, every intelligent man can get experience like that of Prahlad Maharaj through the historical incidents mentioned in this great literature of spiritual knowledge. By following in the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj, one should gain to experience that all material opulence is perishable at any moment. Even this body, for which we try to acquire so many sensual pleasures, may perish at any time. The soul, however, is eternal. Nahanyate hanyamane sarire. The soul is never vanquished. Even when body is destroyed, an intelligent man, therefore, should care for the happiness of the spirit soul, not for the body. Even if one receives a body with a long duration of life, like those of Lord Brahma and the other great demigods, it will also be destroyed. And therefore, an intelligent man should be concerned with the imperishable spirit soul. To save oneself, one must take shelter of a pure devotee. Narottam Das Thakur therefore says, Chhadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Paiche Keva. If one wants to save himself from material nature's onslaughts, which arise because of the material body, one must become Krishna conscious and try to fully understand Krishna. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Janma Karmam Tame Divyam Evam Joveti Tattvataha. One should understand Krishna in truth, and this one can do only by serving a pure devotee. Thus Prahlad Maharaj prays that Lord Nrsimhadev place him in touch with a pure devotee and servant instead of awarding him material opulence. Every intelligent man within this material world must follow Prahlad Maharaj. Mahajana Jayena Gatasapanta. Prahlad Maharaj didn't want to enjoy the state left by his father. Rather, he wanted to become a servant of the Lord. The illusory human civilization that perpetually endeavors for happiness through material advancement is rejected by Prahlad Maharaj and those who strictly follow in his footsteps. There are different types of material opulence known technically as bhukti, mukti and siddhi. Bhakti refers to being situated in a very good position, like a position the demigods and the higher planetary systems, where one can enjoy material sense gratification to the greatest extent. Mukti refers to being disgusted with material advancement and thus desiring to become one with the Supreme. Siddhi refers to executing a severe type of meditation like that of the yogis, who attain 8 kinds of perfection, anima, laghima, mahima, etc. All who desire some material advancement through bhakti, mukti or siddhi are punishable in due course of time, and they return to material activities. Prahlad Maharaj rejected them all. He simply wanted to engage as an apprentice under the guidance of a pure devotee. My dear Lord, now I have complete experience concerning the worldly opulence, mystic power, longevity, and other material pleasures enjoyed by all living entities, from Lord Brahma down to the end. As powerful time, you destroy them all. Therefore, because of my experience, I do not wish to possess them. My dear Lord, I request you to place me in touch with your pure devotee and let me serve him as a sincere servant. Mahajana jena gatospantha. Prahlad Maharaj is one of the eminent Mahajanas. So, whatever he says, it is very, very important statement and conclusive statements. So, all should follow in the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj. Mahajana ji koi se satyaman. One should accept the statements given by bona fide Mahajanas, pure devotees. Here, Prahlad Maharaj says how worldly opulence, mystic power, longevity, and material pleasures enjoyed by all the living entities from Lord Brahma down to the ant are all perishable. At any time, all this would be perished. So what is the necessity of the acquisition of all such things? In the purport, our beloved spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada says, quoting from Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita, how we are the spirit souls and we are not the body. Na hanyate hanyamane sarire. The body perishes, but the soul is imperishable, is never destroyed. We are that spirit soul. We are not this body. The first lesson given to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. And all the human beings should take this lesson. Therefore, one who is intelligent, he should endeavor, try his best to get pleasure for this self, the soul, not for the body. In Srimad Bhagavatam, that is stated, what is the pleasure of the body? Jato bhakti adhokyalam ahetukya pratyata jayatma suprasidati sabai punso parodharma jato bhakti adhokyalam ahetukya pratyata jayatma suprasidati atma prasidati. That means the soul takes pleasure, gets pleasure by serving adhokshaja serving the Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord, one of the name of the Supreme Lord, Adukhyada. That means one cannot calculate the Supreme Lord through his material senses. Therefore he is known as Adukhyada. Srimad Mahaprabhu says, Jiva Swarupa Hoy Krishna Nitya Das. That is the constitutional position of the loving entity. He is an eternal servant of the Lord. So, one should serve the Lord, Supreme Lord, thereby get pleasure. And that pleasure, that happiness is imperishable happiness. The time factor, Kala, cannot destroy it. That is imperishable, eternal happiness. But the happiness concerning to this material body and material senses are temporary. And they will be destroyed at any time. Rather, all this material happiness won't give you any happiness in truth. Rather, it will bring misery. Jai sanspada bhoga dukkha jonayo yevati adyanta kaunteya nate suramate buddha. Bhagavad Gita it is stated. Those are Buddha, those are wise men, intelligent men, persons. They won't aspire for this bodily pleasure and happiness because they are the outcome of all sorts of miseries. Dukkha jonaya. Prahlad Maharaj says the same thing here. So he says, I don't want all these things. I have experience. This worldly opulence, mystic power, longevity, and other material pleasures will be destroyed at any time by you as a powerful time factor. Then he wants one thing. Please keep me in touch with your pure devotee. Nija bhrutya parshum. I want to be engaged as an apprentice under the guidance of a pure devotee. And what is that? What happiness or pleasure one gets by serving a pure devotee? The conditioned soul are the persons who are too much attached to this material pleasure, material opulence, acquisition of material wealth and opulence. They cannot understand it. What pleasure is there by serving a pure devotee of the Lord? Only those who are pure devotees, those who have got mercy from such pure devotees, they can understand it, how it is pleasurable to serve a pure devotee. We have many instances before us. If someone is intelligent, he can understand it. How? Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, great Goswamis. Sad Goswamis, 6 great Goswamis, very dear to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Kicked up all these things. Worldly opulence, Janma Aishwarya Sutta Sri Vire Dhamana Madapumam, Naivaratya Vidhatum Vaitum, Akinchana Gocharam. This is the prayer of Kunti Devi. To take birth in a very respectable family, Janma, Aishwarya. Material opulence, Aishwarya. Material education, obtaining many degrees, diplomas from many universities, material universities. Famous as very learned person, Pandit. Sri, material opulence and bodily beauty, all these things. Janma Ishwara Sutta Sri, Edhamana Madapuma. If someone possesses all these things, he becomes too much proud, puffed up. He cannot become Dina or Kincha. So he cannot see the Lord. He cannot understand Lord. He cannot know the Supreme Lord. Those who are Dina, those are very sober persons, distressed, very poor, downtrodden, as Mahaprabhu says, Sriman Mahaprabhu, now as an insignificant straw fallen on the street. Pranadapi sunicena taroriva saisnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sada hari Mahaprabhu Shiksha. Then you can do Hari Bhajan. If you can become more insignificant than a straw fallen on the street, whenever goes on the street, it treads it. Be more tolerant than a tree. These are Vaishnava qualities. Taroriva Saisnana. Amani Manava. Don't demand respect from anybody. Rather give respect to one and all. These both things. These are Vaishnava qualities. Then one can do Suddha Hari Bhajan, pure. He can chant pure names and will derive immense transcendental pleasure thereby. That pleasure and happiness is eternal. It cannot be destroyed by the powerful time factor. So, those were intelligent persons like Prahlad Maharaj, Goswami, I was telling, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Jeev Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, all these Goswamis. They heard all these things, but they kicked them. Taktva turnam tuchhavat, bhutva dina ganesako kopina kanthasita. They kicked all these things because these are very, very insignificant things in their calculation. And they became dina. They put on only kaupin and kanthi and stayed in the jungle of Vrindavan under trees. But they were great persons, very wealthy persons. What kind of wealth they have? They acquired Krishna Prem Dham. Krishna Prem Dham. You understand? Krishna Prem, the love of Krishna, the love of Godhead, is the best type of wealth. It's transcendental wealth. It cannot be destroyed by time factor. And they were very happy. Though outwardly they appear to be very distressed, burdened, but inwardly they were very happy. They get everything, but they utilize everything for the service of the Supreme Lord and His devotees. Thereby they get immense pleasure, which cannot be derived by the acquisition of all these material assets, material opulence, mystic power, all this. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj doesn't want all these things. I want only one thing, to be engaged as an apprentice under the guidance of a pure devotee. Krishna prema. You understand? This is symptom. Nayanangaladasrudharaya vadanangadgadarudhya gira. Pulake nichitam vapu kada tava nam grahane bhavishyati. When that day will come. By chanting your transcendental name, holy name, the tears will roll down from my eyes. Nanam galadasudharaya. Badanam gadgadarudhaya gira. My voice will be choked up with the praise, with ecstasy. Pulake nijite bahu. The hairs on the body will be erected. Romancha. These are symptoms of that praise. Therefore, Mahaprabhu says, when that day will come, can I get such stage, condition, such ecstatic mode by chanting your holy name that gives pleasure. The Chaitanya, compiler of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami, has written on that verse, Premodhana Vina Bhakto Daridro Jivana. Premodhana Vina Bhakto Daridro Jivana. Daso Kori Betan More Deho Premodhana. Daso Kori Betan More Deho Premodhana. Kaviraj Goswami has written this thing. Prema dhana vina vyartha daridra jivan. I am very poor because I am devoid of that wealth prem dhana. I have all these material assets, but I have no prem dhana, so I am poor. Do you understand? Prema dhana vina vyartha daridra jivan. Therefore I pray you, O Lord, please make me your servant, let me serve you, and give me that wage. The servant gets salary. What salary? That prem. I don't want anything else. Dasha kari betan more deho prema.